Hello everyone and welcome to Beyond Thriving, where we provide helpful tips and information based on our Thriver Thursday episodes. I'm Jade Anderson.
And I'm Gabriel Kerr. Our focus today is going to be on financial literacy. We're joined by Kara Stevens, founder of the Frugal Feminista, Rebecca Jarvis, ABC News' chief business correspondent, and Nicole Howerton, a financial thriver. Welcome and thank you. My first question is to you, Rebecca. When thinking about common reasons people find themselves in financial trouble, what are some of those?
Well, oftentimes it's something that's unexpected, an emergency that comes out of the blue. And for a lot of people, coronavirus recently has been that reason, but a loss of a job, a sickness in a loved one, these are the things that we haven't been planning for, and they end up being debilitating as far as our finances go. And that word planning is what's so important here, because to be financially free, we have to plan. It's important to use this moment right now to start thinking for that future.
And how important is it for one to create a budget? And how does one start?
Budgeting is the basis for all of this. So you can begin it pretty easily now thanks to technology like programs like Mint, the Mint app, where you can go online, input all of your data, the amount of money that you're bringing in, all of your credit cards, all of your debt, all of your recurring payments. You can put all of that in Mint and it will tell you how much money is going to various places. In order to make a goal, there's also great apps like Pocket Guard and one that I like called Truebill, which will go through all of your expenses and tell you these are where your recurring expenses are. And with Truebill, it will even help you negotiate. For example, if you've got a bill for a cell phone that's more expensive than what other people in their data have, they will find a way to negotiate your bill lower such that you can get closer to that objective faster.
And they negotiate it for you?
They negotiate it for you. I know you think it sounds too good to be true, but it's great. I've actually used this before and it does, there's a small cost attached to that, so you want to make sure the benefit outweighs the cost. Okay. It's called Truebill. It's a great app. Pocket Guard is another great one because it'll tell you how much money you're spending.
And Kara, our thriver Tiffany, she had a lot of shame because of her debt. Do you have any advice of how to overcome the shame of debt?
I think when it comes to overcoming shame in general, it's the idea that you're not alone. You're not the only person that has gone through this. And so when you're able to take away the stigma by realizing this is a universal experience or a universal challenge, you're able to put yourself in a position to move forward. And I find that that shame gets replaced with momentum, a sense of pride, a sense of excitement that you've been able to move forward in that goal.
And Nicole, you at one point couldn't afford to pay for diapers, and in the past 6 months paid off $12,000 in credit card debt, improved your credit score by 100 points, and are about to close on a house, right?
Yeah, it's
amazing.
I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for being able to be here to share this space with all of you to empower everyone. Because yes, my daughter, when she was a baby, I couldn't afford diapers. I was counting pennies, and that's something I will never forget. I wanted to have a home for my daughter and my mom, and this is happening. Like in a pandemic, I was able to pay off all of my debt.
You're also a part of Tiffany's group, the Dream Catchers.
Oh, definitely. As a dream catcher, I've been in the chapter since they brought it here to New York, and I must say, accountability is everything. When you have a sisterhood where you can connect with each other, and beyond finances, and really just to have that support, you're not alone, like Kara was saying.
Any other tips on just prioritizing debt if someone feels that where do I start?
Well, I think you have to know your debts, and it kind of comes back to budget. There's these two different methods. There's the avalanche method that's going to save you the most money if you stick to it. And then there's the snowball method, which saves you a little less money, but actually psychologically has been proven to keep a lot of people on track. So the idea behind the avalanche method is you list all of your debts, you look at the interest rate, and you start chipping away at the highest interest rate debt first. That's going to be your credit card debt, very likely, and your highest interest rate credit card. And then each time you pay down the highest interest rate debt, then you move on to the next one. You still want to be making the minimum payments on all of your debt, otherwise you face fees along the way. The other way that's been proven psychologically to really help people is the Snowball Method, and that's where you look at all your debts by size and you start paying off the smallest debt first, and once you're done with that, you wipe your hands clean of it. It's like I've moved on from it, and that psychologically sometimes has a little bit better outcomes because people feel like, oh, that was a little debt, I'm done with it, I feel like I can celebrate. Now, celebrating does not mean going out and taking on more debt.
Taking more debt.
Do something free. Yeah, do a little dance.
Be careful, yes,
Exactly.
I think another idea when adding to that is finding other streams of income.
Yes.
Because sometimes we can comb our budget and we can reduce, we can eliminate, and they're still not able to make that payment. So tapping into your interests, into your hobbies, what people tell you that you're really good at. And so rather than feeling you have to completely deprive yourself of what I call frugal luxuries, you know, maybe a mani-pedi or a latte, along the way, you're able to have another set of income that is specifically earmarked for your debt.
So for all of you, if a loved one is going through financial troubles and doesn't have the resources, how can you emotionally support them? Rebecca, we'll start with you.
First, I think you have to listen because this is emotional, and rather than offering some form of support up front, you have to let them vent and hear them out. If you are thinking about offering any form of financial support, and I appreciate and understand why you might be thinking that way, you have to understand what your relationship with this person is. Are they the kind of person who you believe will be able to pay you back? What are the terms of this? Are you willing to part with that money? Would that change your relationship with them if you needed to? And I think clarity in that conversation is key.
I think resources like podcasts that are free, that you can binge listen to them like a Netflix. You can get books and offer them books that you might have read that inspire them to create small steps and small goals around their debt.
Ladies, thank you for joining us, and thank you all for watching.
Please comment and share with us your financial tips below. And for all of our past episodes, you can check them out at thriverthursday.com. Thank you so much for joining and watching Beyond Thriving.